Discipline and routine is one of the most underrated, yet most powerful forces in a person's life. In a world obsessed with hacks, shortcuts, and instant gratification, the idea of doing the same thing every day with diligence and consistency can seem monotonous or uninspired. But for those who seek mastery, excellence, peace of mind, and lasting legacy, discipline and routine is the invisible hand that sculpts their future. We often celebrate the outcomes: athletes who win gold medals, entrepreneurs who build empires, artists who create timeless work. What we don't see is the quiet, daily repetition behind their success. The morning rituals, the strict time blocks, the refusal to negotiate with laziness. This is the power of disciplined routine. It creates a structure that frees the mind, strengthens the body, and aligns actions with purpose. This video dives deep into the essence, significance, and transformational power of having discipline and routine, and how it ultimately determines the direction of our lives. Discipline and routine is a commitment to consistently follow a structured set of actions that align with a greater goal. It's not about rigidity for its own sake, but about creating a system that removes decision fatigue and ensures forward momentum, even when motivation fades. Discipline means doing what needs to be done regardless of how you feel. Routine is a sequence and order in which you do it. Combined, they create a powerful rhythm to life. It is waking up at a fixed hour, exercising even when tired, sitting down to create, learn, or build when distractions are screaming, saying no to what doesn't serve the mission. This self-command builds a scaffolding for everything else. Without discipline and routine, the days blur into each other with no upward trajectory. Our brains crave familiarity and predictability. A well-established routine gives our nervous system a sense of stability and security. When you know what comes next in your day, your mental bandwidth is freed for deeper thought and creativity. The greatest enemy of progress is not failure. It is chaos. Mental clutter, emotional noise, and decision fatigue are byproducts of an undisciplined life. A disciplined routine cuts through that fog. Think of your mind as a river. Without the banks to contain it, water floods in all directions. But with structure, it flows powerfully and purposefully. This mental clarity allows you to stay focused for longer, enter flow states with ease, feel in control of your life. Routine disciplines the mind as much as it disciplines the body. Discipline versus motivation. Many people wait for motivation to strike before taking action, but those who operate by discipline don't wait. They show up anyway. Motivation is fleeting. It fluctuates with mood, weather, feedback, and external circumstances. Discipline, on the other hand, is rooted in identity. Discipline says, I train because I'm a disciplined person, not because I feel like it. I write because I'm a writer, not because inspiration hit me. I rise early because my vision demands it, not because it's easy. When you anchor your identity to your routines, discipline becomes a non-negotiable part of your being. You don't need to negotiate with yourself every morning. You already know the answer. Show up. Small actions done consistently create massive results over time. This is a compound effect in motion. Reading 20 pages a day may seem trivial, but over a year, that's over 30 books. Working out for 45 minutes a day may not give instant transformation, but after 12 months, your body, stamina, and self-respect will be unrecognizable. Writing 500 words a day may feel slow, but after 6 months, you have a full-length book. Discipline routine taps into this invisible multiplier. Time becomes your ally instead of your enemy. You stop chasing progress and instead become progress. Ironically, many people resist routine because they associate with restriction. They fear becoming robotic or stuck in a loop. But the truth is, disciplined routine brings freedom because it eliminates the need for constant decision-making and guesswork. When your day is structured, your mind is liberated. You don't wonder what to do next. You don't battle internal resistance every hour. You don't drown in guilt for wasted time. Discipline becomes your guide, not your prison guard. True freedom is not doing anything you want at any time. It's having the power and control to consistently do what is best for you, especially when it's hard. The first hours of your day set the tone for everything that follows. This is why so many successful people swear by morning routines. A disciplined morning routine might include waking up early, prayer, meditation, or journaling, physical movement, even a short walk or stretch, reading or reviewing goals, planning the day with intention. This sacred window of time builds momentum. You're sending a message to yourself. I am in charge. I'm not reacting to life. I'm creating it. Even 30 to 60 minutes of intentional routine in the morning can change the entire trajectory of your life. Every time you stick to your routine, you earn trust in yourself. You prove to yourself that your word means something. That builds confidence, dignity, and internal power. When you break your routine consistently, you lose this trust. You become unreliable to yourself. That is the silent killer of self-esteem. Discipline is not about perfection. It's about consistency and alignment. When you act in accordance with your values, even when no one is watching, you begin to walk with a different kind of power. Self-respect isn't earned in grand moments. It's earned in the quiet hours, when you keep showing up. Let's not pretend that discipline and routine is easy. It's a battle, especially in a world full of distractions, endless entertainment, and dopamine triggers. You'll have to fight laziness, the voice that says just one day off, distraction, the constant barrage of notifications, scrolling, and noise, overthinking, the tendency to analyze and delay rather than act. Overcoming these requires clarity of purpose and ruthless simplicity. If your routine is too complicated, you won't stick to it. If your why is not emotionally strong, you'll give in. If you don't protect your environment, you'll fall prey to convenience over commitment. Start small. Cut the noise. Make your routine sacred. History honors disciplined individuals. Benjamin Franklin famously lived by a strict daily schedule, asking himself each morning, "What good shall I do this day?" Kobe Bryant woke up at 4 a.m. for training because he knew it gave him an edge. Maya Angelou wrote every day in a hotel room to eliminate distraction and preserve discipline. Jocko Willink, former Navy SEAL, shows his watch reading 4:30 a.m. every day as proof that greatness starts with self-mastery. Behind every legend is a routine. Behind every routine is a disciplined soul. How to build discipline and routine. Start small when early. Pick 1 or 2 habits and stick to them daily. Keep it simple. Master one before adding more. Attach it to identity. Say, I am the kind of person who, instead of I should, track your wins. Use a calendar, habit tracker, or journal. Seeing progress fuels consistency. Design your environment. Eliminate triggers that lead to laziness. Make your environment serve your habits. Don't break the chain. If you miss one day, bounce back immediately. Never miss twice. Subscribe this YouTube channel and share the video. Celebrate discipline, not outcome. Don't just reward the results. Celebrate the act of showing up. Yes, routines can become repetitive, but repetition is a foundation of excellence. When routine becomes boring, dig deeper. Find the beauty in repetition. See it as sacred. Martial artists perform the same cut thousands of times. Monks chant the same prayers daily. Musicians rehearse the same scales endlessly. Mastery is born in boredom. When your ego wants to quit, but your soul knows the work must continue. Your routine doesn't have to be static. Life changes, seasons shift. But don't let that be an excuse to abandon discipline altogether. Adapt your routine to the phase you're in, but keep the core principles intact. Even in chaos, create anchors. A 10-minute morning silence, a midday walk, a consistent bedtime. These small disciplines can stabilize even the most turbulent life seasons. Spiritual power and routine. Spiritual traditions throughout history emphasize routine. Prayer times, fasting schedules, acts of devotion at dawn. There's something divine about rhythm and order. When your routine honors your higher self, it becomes a spiritual practice. It's not just about being productive. It's about being aligned. Routine can connect you to something larger than yourself. A disciplined life is a consecrated life. Discipline and routine is not glamorous. It's not loud. It won't get you applause. But it is the silent architect of your destiny. Your future is not determined by some distant event. It is shaped quietly in the hours you control, the mornings you own, the rituals you respect, and the disciplines you keep. Every day is a vote for the man or woman you are becoming. When your routines are rooted in purpose and watered with discipline, your life begins to bloom, slowly, powerfully, and inevitably. So ask yourself, what do my days say about who I am? What habits shape my hours? Am I living by design or by default? Because in the end, success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do daily.